Yo, what's up? We're back with some more Kaiju number 8, the game. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about on why you might want to save up all of your summons that you get from dailies, that you get from the raid battle, from anywhere that you can get all of the summons. You might want to save them because something big is about to release alongside the Steam release. Now, before I go over what characters might be released in the future, when it comes to this Kaiju number 8, the game, they will try to sync up the character release with the enemy so that they can capitalize on the hype of the enemy, right? We just recently got numbers 10 Hoshina when the episode for him dropped, so we can sort of guess on who might be released next based on the anime. So now we're on the Kaiju number 8 official Twitter, not the game. And if you look here, the next few episodes are gonna release numbers 1 or combat suit gen number 1, numbers 4 Kikoru, and obviously we already got numbers 10 Hoshina. So from this alone, we can speculate that the next few characters that we're gonna get is either gonna be one of these two, right? Either Gen or Kikoru. But from the leaks, we also saw that this new character, Lester, if I'm not mistaken his name, might also be released in the near future, and I think he's gonna be the next one. We also have Kikoru in the leak as well. I believe this is just for placeholder because they don't have the asset for the numbers for Kikoru just yet. That's why they just put a random Kikoru right here. Now, in terms of what he can do, I think if they do release Gen, he's going to be a dual typing because the Gen that we have right now in the game has both shot damage and slash damage because of his weapon, right? His weapon is both a gun and also blade. And when it comes to numbers 1 Gen, he's able to read like a lot of things. Yeah, he has foresight, he has enhanced perception. He's just basically a stronger version of the base Gen. So if they do release him, there's high chance that he's gonna be both slash damage and shot damage, just like the base Gen. And when it comes to numbers 4 Kikoru, which is this one, I'm gonna call it right here. I think she's going to be slash damage because of her weapon, just like the base Kikoru. And I think she's going to be wind elements as well. So she's also going to be dual typing with slash and also wind, because if you look at the Kaiju number 4, the Kaiju number 4 has wings. And numbers 4 Kikoru can also fly. So I think she's going to be a slash wind DPS, just like Reno, where Reno has shot and also ice damage because of Kaiju number 6 powers. But in terms of power, I think numbers 10 Hoshina is still going to be the best DPS among all of them. It's just that Kikoru will most likely be a utility type of DPS, just like Reno, alongside with Gen. Gen is also going to be a utility type DPS, if I had to guess. In terms of raw power, numbers 10 Hoshina is still probably going to be better. And also coming with the Steam release, we might even get a new boss, maybe a new raid battle, because the new episode will include a new Kaiju, which is this one. This one is going to be Kaiju number 15, I believe. And she can transform into this brain-like creature. Her power is that she can get inside someone's mind or something. I'm not too sure though, I don't read the manga, but that's basically her powers. Although I think she's kind of short-lived. She got one-shotted in like one episode or something, but she might be the next raid battle, who knows. Now the question is, when can we expect these new characters to be released? And to do that, we'll go all the way down to when the first game launched on the official Twitter page. The game launched on August 31st, and the first banner that we got is Reno, which is part of the story, right? And then literally 1 week later, let me pull out the calendar. So Reno was released on the 31st of August. And then 1 week later, which is going to be the 8th of September, we got Sagan right here, which is going to be an OC character, right? We fast forward to when the next release is. We go all the way up. It's going to be numbers 10 Hoshina, which is going to be on the September of 20th. So almost about 2 weeks on the release of numbers 10 Hoshina, which is going to be part of the story, right? Now for the next character release, I believe it's going to be this guy, Lester, I don't know what his name is, but I believe he's going to be released next, because if you go by the trend, we got Reno, which is part of the story, we got Sagan and OC, we got numbers 10 Hoshina, part of the story. The logical answer for the next one would be Lester or Chester, which is going to be an OC, right? On the 20th, we got Hoshina. I believe Lester is going to be released either on the 1st of October, which is going to be on the Steam release, or maybe on the 6th, which is going to be 1 week later. The reason why I say 1 week later is because Hoshina's banner ends on the 16th of October. So I think what they're going to do is either release the Steam version with a new character, or they can do the same thing with the release of the game, which is releasing the game with a non-OC banner, which is going to be numbers 10 Hoshina, right? Numbers 10 Hoshina's banner will last all the way to the 16th, and Lester or Chester will be released either on the 1st of October or on the 6th or 7th. And then the next character I believe to be released is going to be numbers 4 Kikoru. So if you go by the timeline, Lester might be released on the 6th, Kikoru might be released on the 16th, when Hoshina's banner goes away. So we have about maybe 1 week plus between banners on the 6th to the 16th, when numbers 4 Kikoru inevitably releases, right? After numbers 4 Kikoru, I think we're gonna get another OC, which is going to be the leaked one. I think her name is Suit. Suit probably will be released on either the 25th or 24th, or maybe the next week. And then Jen is probably gonna be released in probably early November. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about. These are obviously just purely speculation. We don't know for sure when the character release is going to be, but there is a good chance that the characters that I mentioned just now is going to be released next and within those span of time as well, if we go by historical data. Now, if you ask me whether you should go for numbers 10 Hoshina or save up for numbers 4 Kikoru or even the OC character Lester, in my opinion, numbers 10 Hoshina is in a very good spot. He's probably not going to be power crept this early on. The amount of damage that he can do even through plating is probably going to be uncontested for a very long time. Numbers 4 Kikoru will most likely be a utility type of DPS, being dual typing just like Reno or something, and same with Jen as well. It's probably going to be shot damage and slash damage, whereas Kikoru will probably be slash damage and wind damage. So if you haven't got numbers 10 Hoshina, I would say he's still gonna be very worth it to summon. But if you have pulled him, I would suggest you guys to save the rest of your summons, especially the ones that you get from raid. And yeah, that's about it. Ciao.